So we've talked about 6 of the 8 stages of Erik Erikson's psychosocial development, and now we are at the 7th stage, and the 7th stage starts somewhere around 35 and it goes all the way to 65. This is a huge span in a person's life, but really there's one major thing that happens during this time period, and it's called a midlife crisis. And yes, men and women both go through it. Some of us go through it more physically, women through menopause, and some people go through it more mentally. Either way, we all kind of face a midlife crisis, and that's kind of what Erik Erikson was talking about when he said that you will either have general relativity or stagnation during this time period. What he meant by that is either you will develop a sense that you belong, a sense that you can give back to the community, that you have something of value to contribute, that you are doing something worthwhile with your life, or you will develop a sense of almost selfishness. No, I can't give back to the community. No, I'm not worthwhile, and become very self-absorbed. So, for those of you who are looking at someone else going through a midlife crisis, or maybe you're in the middle of one yourself, there's 2 ways you wind up going through this pivotal time period. You either go through this time period and look back on your life and say, hey, you know, maybe I've made some mistakes, maybe I've done some things wrong, but I'm going to change and do things differently, because what really matters in life is that I give back not only to my community, to my family, but that I'm contributing something of value, and that I have success, not in money, because success isn't about money, but success in knowing who I am and what I can contribute to the world around me. Or you look at this time period and you look back on your life and you say, hey, maybe I've made some successes, maybe I've had some failures, but you know what? It's all about me now. And those are the people that wind up in this stagnation period instead. And they become more self-absorbed. And you'll find them, it's very easy to pick them out. They're the ones driving the different funky sports car, dressing in hip clothes, hanging out with people that are 20 years younger than them, perhaps having an affair, doing a weird radical job change that is not helpful to their family, and sometimes even abandoning or neglecting the very family that they've helped to build. Either way you go on this, you wind up flipping into the last stage of development, and hopefully, if you're going into it in a positive way, you will wind up ending it off well. But if you wind up in the self-absorbed way, be careful of what happens next.